Welcome everyone! Today, let's go over the best bang for buck budget. Cameras for photography and videography, plus accessories. One of the most popular cameras right now is the Canon RE50 mirrorless camera. I personally own this camera, and I have to say the quality is absolutely incredible. Paired with the 50mm portrait lens. While some may say $750 is a lot of money, it's not really, considering we're talking about a camera that does video and photo very well with a kit lens. The truth is, photography is expensive. You will make your money back if you put the work in. If you want to save more money, shop on eBay to get the R50 for $580 to $600. Skip ahead if you don't care to see the reviews. Another camera I've used is the Canon Rebel T6. This is the T7, which is similar. This camera is amazing for the price and has to be the best budget camera on this list. It is a DSLR, but if you're a beginner with a budget, this camera is amazing. It also has a 24.1 megapixel sensor, which ties in with a lot of modern cameras. For example, the Canon R50 has a 24.2 megapixel sensor. Next is my favorite camera on this list, another one I've owned, the Sony a6400. This camera is the best if you want super high quality photos and videos, mostly for people in the higher end field that focus on the cinematic aspect.
Again, skip if you don't want to read through the reviews. Next is a more budget-friendly camera that is strictly for video, because this camera does not have a viewfinder.
This camera has gained a ton of popularity for YouTubers and filmmakers alike. I haven't owned this camera, but the Sony a6400 is considered a better camera. If you're on a budget though, this is perfect. Here are some perfect lenses to start your photography or videography journey. Make sure to get the Sony E-mount lens if you get a modern Sony camera. Same goes for Sony, with RF being the new version and EF being the old lens. My least favorite cameras are Nikon, as they aren't good for video, unless you get the mirrorless.
But if you like Nikon, here is a solid recommendation.
I don't have a ton of knowledge in Nikon, as I've only used them a couple times, but I assume they are similar to Canon. But I have always preferred Sony over every camera brand. Sony has always innovated and is a reliable brand, and they make many different products, so they understand how to make good technology. Let's look at one more camera I've owned and that I recommend. I recommend the R50 over this, as the quality isn't as good with the M50. Again, the M50 is a good camera for the price, but the R50 is newer, and from my understanding of owning both, the R50 is a better purchase. I never owned them at the same time, but I remember the M50 not impressing me as much. Let's move on to accessories. Thank you to everyone that has watched this long. To start, just get something that affordable. A regular tripod is perfectly good to get. Nothing fancy, just something that gets the job done. Moving on to something that's underlooked. A tempered glass protector for the back of your camera. Again, you don't need to overspend on a fancy camera bag. Just something that gets the job done. I'd recommend getting something weatherproof and a hard case. Thank you for watching. Comment below what you want to see next. I hope this helps you.